Club Med on the menu, we're off to Corbières with this 2020 vieilles vignes old vine bottling from Château Fontarèche. We're here, southern France, where the Mediterranean coastline of Languedoc-Roussillon curves its way to the Pyrenees. This is a lovely area to explore, a warm, dry Mediterranean climate, great food and wine culture, and lots of great value diamonds to dig out from numerous appellations. With more than 10,000 hectares under vine, Corbières is the biggest. In fact, it's the fourth most productive AOC in France. It's a rugged, rocky, hilly landscape of garrigues, distinctive scrubland of spiny and aromatic shrubs, scattered with vineyards and olive groves. Soils are variations on a theme of clay and sand. There's red sandstone, stony terraces, grey calcareous clay, schist in the higher zones, and coral limestone at the Mediterranean's edge. The limestone enclave of Corbières-Butenac was given its own sub-appellation in 2005. Crops are naturally limited by the rocky soils and dry conditions. The maximum permitted yield is 50 hectolitres per hectare for whites and rosé, and 48 for reds, giving ripe fruit concentration, with altitude and northerly winds providing cooling influence for the retention of fresh acidity. At last count, red wines accounted for about 87% of output, rosé 10% and whites 3%, with just over half the production coming from cooperative cellars. Fruity, herby, spicy reds are the calling card of Corbières. Carignan is common round here, a grape that doesn't scream quality but that can do well when yields are controlled. Just look at what it can do over in Priorat in Catalonia. It buds and ripens late, so it needs that long, warm Mediterranean season. It's high in acid and tannin and can yield like crazy. So to get the structural elements in balance with fruit intensity, you need those smaller crops. Plus you can soften it with other varieties. And Corbières is built on blends. As is common in southern France, the regulations split the permitted varieties into first and second class citizens, with cépages principaux, primary grapes, leading the way, and cépages accessoires, secondary varieties, playing a supporting role. The top tier for reds are Grenache, Mourvèdre and Syrah, three princes of the southern Rhone, plus Carignan and Languedoc-Roussillon, aka, don't laugh, hairy Grenache. It appears across the border in northeast Spain as Garnacha peluda. Then you have the second tier grapes. For reds, that's Cinsault, Grenache gris, Picpoul Noir, Terre Noir and Marcelon. The wine must contain at least 2 grapes and at least one must be an A-lister. The principal grapes, individually or collectively, must be at least 50% of the wine, but no single grape can contribute more than 80%. Oh, and Carignan can't be more than half the blend. The secondary grapes have their contribution capped at 30%, apart from poor old Marcelon, which tops out at 10%. Rosé regulations are similar, but with Cinsault promoted to top tier status and more white grapes permitted in a minor role. For whites, the principal grapes are Bourbon, Grenache Blanc, Macabeu, Marsanne, Roussanne and Rolle, aka Vermentino. The bit part players are Carignan Blanc, Clairette, Muscat Blanc à Petit Grain, Picpoul Blanc, Terre Blanc and Viognier. This $25 quaffer is a blend of 40% Carignan, 35% Syrah, 20% Mourvèdre and 5% Picpoul Noir. It's ripe and well balanced with plenty of cherry, blueberry and mulberry fruits, notes of licorice, chervil, earthy spice and gravel drawn together with unobtrusive chalky tannins. Rustic and roundly satisfying, it's one to drink now with something from the barbecue.